how many expectations of us are set by others? When are we going to say our first word? When are we going to start walking? Will we be better at being a kid than other kids in the kindergarten? Are we the best reader in our class? Did we get an A on the exam? Do we have 7 extracurricular activities? Are we enrolling in a profession that makes others happy and proud? Our entire life, we are being imprinted expectations of others on ourselves. And when those expectations don't meet our own, boom, resistance. I was the first engineer in my family full of economists. My choice didn't make sense to them because everyone studied economy, and it was going to be easier for me if I were to study it as well. As kids, we want to feel validated and accepted, but when our ideas and vision of the future don't correspond to those of our closest, we may feel like we're failing them, or ourselves, or both. Going your own way is certainly rewarding, albeit hard, but it takes a lot of years until we are able to reach that point. At first, we are constantly compared to our peers, siblings, or other family members. Often I was on both sides of the comparison mirror. Why couldn't you be like X, the kid across the street, your sister, your aunt, or insert your own comparison here, was a question directed to me. And sometimes I was the X. I was a quiet kid who spent her time inside the house, primarily reading and playing video games. But the other parents communicated it as studying to their kids when comparing them to me. Being subjected to comparison from such a young age doesn't help much when we start becoming perfectionistic adults. Why? I have a feeling that this is clear already, but here's the gist of it, just in case. As adults, we pick up the best possible things from many different people to whom we compare ourselves, and construct all of those perfect things into one person. Almost like a Frankenstein of perfectionism. We literally set out on the impossible task of being the impossibly perfect person, which in reality doesn't exist. But we still beat ourselves up because we are not it. Well, I hope literally we don't. I hope we don't beat ourselves literally. But this further exacerbates the feelings of never enough, of not being good enough, and consequently feeling worthless. All because generations ago, someone thought it would be a good parenting idea to stimulate the motivation of their own kid by comparing them with an idealized version of another child. I genuinely wonder who might be the first person that had this thought, and did they realize it will stick and go this far? I'm pretty positive there's a shit ton of stuff we carry from our childhood that have led to or encouraged the development of perfectionism, of the constant feeling of never being good enough because there's always someone better, so we cram our days with work trying to find that enough, trying to become that enough, but it's not there. It's never there. Could it be that we alone are indeed enough? All our lives, we're running towards being anyone but us. Having perfect grades like Anna, being great at sports like Jane, excelling at music like Joe. All this time, we've been busy with finding the perfect pieces of others that we forgot to find some in ourselves. I really like this issue. And if it inspired you to explore your own underpinnings of self-worth, you know what to do. Let me know. I love discussing about these things with you and expanding the conversation and helping you feel less alone. That's one of the primary goals of the newsletter. So yes, please let me know in the comments or on the internet, wherever you can find me. Let me know what you thought of this issue. And if you would like to hear more about a certain life-changing, if I may say so, philosophy for perfectionists, you know what to do. Once again, you can subscribe to the newsletter so you get it every second Thursday, 7 a.m. Central European Time sharp. You can follow the podcast so that you can receive the notification that the new episode is out, or you can subscribe and hit the notification bell here on the YouTube channel so that you get notification as soon as the video is up with me narrating it. And the last thing I want to say to you is that I hope you're well, and I hope you're taking care of yourself, and I wish you a lovely week until we meet next time.